This picture of, or painting of a snake man, tell me about that.
That was done by Allison Critt. Now, she's not the artist. She hired an artist to come up from Atlanta and met Snake Man, Franklin Smalls, and over a period of visits, she composed this and painted it for Allison. Now the original is that big.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous, and it ought to be in that museum you're talking about.
That's right. Hopefully one day. And this is Bill Hickman, the Hermit of Murrells Inlet.
That guy, I remember him from when I was young and walking. I was a real creek rat, walking barefoot on a white shell bank out there at the inlet, and he would often be there, and I just thought he was an old pirate, so I gave him plenty of room when I walked around him, and never heard him speak a word. Heard a lot of stories, but yeah, harmless old pirate.
This particular image was taken out of, this was given to me by Robin Loud, who's a neighbor of ours, and he lives right across the street from you. But this was in his restaurant, and it was called, I can't remember the name of the restaurant.
Here, Bumpheads. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember for a minute now, but it was one of the planes that his father had. It was
Clipper ship.
Clipper ship. That's it. Clipper ship.
It came to me. I knew I bumped your head.
Well, you did. And this one here is dear to you because the Chandlers own. This is a painting. Well, backstory: this picture did not come right really nicely because it pixelated and washed out. So I was going to throw it away. But Christine painted this of the galley, and it came out so good. And one of your relatives,
Tommy Chandler, owned it, and there was the upper deck with a tree that came through it. He used to knock golf balls off that thing and into the creek. Now this is the back side of it. The creek would be out front. Look who. And yeah, had a lot of good times there at the galley.
And then this picture up here is the old shrimp boat. Okay.
Tommy owned that
and
one
Tommy
as well.
At one time, right?
Yeah, and the story behind that is that they had the boat. They didn't have a place to park it, and they over drinks or something one night. They decided they were going to dig a cut in where Dead Dogs is now, the northern end of Dead Dogs. They dug a cut with an excavator, and they floated that thing in on a high tide, and you absolutely couldn't have that done today without permits and everything.
Oh, yeah.
But that was the good old boys.
Good old days, yeah. Now this is a picture you took of the ghost ship.
Yep.
And it is an iconic place. I mean, it's been long gone now. It's now the gift shop there.
Lazy Gator.
Lazy Gator. But I remember the players, Bobby Player ran this one, I believe.
He did.
And then this, of course, is the Wayside over there near Nance's, and it's long gone. The Voyager's View is gone right here. And this is another photograph that you took. And tell me about this particular image.
With Mom and my brother and Mrs. Bellamy and Shay Ray, I think was her name, with the hat on. We went for a walk one morning around through the cemetery and all. And I luckily had a camera and grabbed a couple shots of places I thought were interesting and kind of meaningful to me. And this is the restaurant that's over in that picture, the Galley, and they had oyster roast beyond it. Was the Anchor Inn, Sam Barwick's, a little marina, and beyond that was Wayside, or Captain Dave's Dockside, now J. Peters. And Bay Harbor was across the street in this area.
from where Dead Dogs is. So
Yeah,
this is,
yeah.
Now this is a really important image right here. This is an image of Rooster by Chip Smith, and Chip was really good friends with Rooster. Rooster was staying at Oliver's Lodge when he was very young, and used to go out in the creek and gather oysters and clams for Maxine and Ed Hawkins. But this is an iconic photograph that just etched in my mind. So some of these photos are really important to the history of the inlet, because most of them are gone except for Lee's Inlet Kitchen, which is now celebrating their 76th anniversary. And that's one of the reasons why I put it up there, because all these restaurants are gone, but Lee's Inlet Kitchen.